stories, our community. This is Local 5 News with Tom Zalaski, Aaron Davison, and meteorologist Dave Miller.
Now on Local 5, a fire in Egg Harbor has caused extensive damage to a farmer's market. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Tom Zalaski. Aaron Davison has this night off. A farmer's market in Egg Harbor caught fire shortly after 6 o'clock this evening. The fire is out right now. Crews, though, are still on site. Local 5's Robin Oginye live now with the details. Robin?
Tom, the good news is the fire chief tells us that no one was hurt or injured during the process of the fire, and the fire is out now, but they say that they will be here on scene for the next couple of hours, just making sure that everything is under control. And we have that video to show you right here. Now, right now, they don't even know what started the fire, but the barn is a complete and total loss. There is a house adjoining that building that only suffered minor damage.
There's actually the barn here, the house, their store, their actual business store out here by the highway, and then there's a shed in the back along with a few other little outbuildings.
Again, they don't know what started the fire. They will continue their investigation tomorrow, but we do know that they will be here and they will be working to clean up a chemical spill as a result of something that was in the building. But for now, reporting live in Door County, Robin Oginye, Local 5 News.
Turning now to news making Green Bay headlines tonight. The election to determine the city of Green Bay's next mayor less than a week away. Tonight, the final debate between the two candidates was held. Eric Genrich and Patrick Buckley faced off in the auditorium of the Brown County Central Library, answering questions about what they would do as mayor of Green Bay if elected. Genrich is a former member of the Wisconsin State Assembly, while Buckley is a former police officer and small business owner. Both candidates say they would prioritize improving city infrastructure and economic development.
The city's at a crossroads right now. We have budget issues, we have development issues, we have infrastructure issues. We need somebody, day one, that has the ability to step in and hit the ground running.
I would not be running for this office if I didn't think we have a very bright future in front of us. For me, the office of mayor is not a stepping stone. It is the stone. It is the most incredible destination that I think anybody in public service really could have.
The general election will be held next Tuesday, April 2nd. In addition to mayor of Green Bay, other offices on the April ballot are Justice of the Supreme Court and Court of Appeals judge. News now from the Lakeshore tonight. In Manitowoc, an arrest has been made in connection to a double homicide of a father and daughter. Police arrested Carl Hess at his home in Appleton yesterday. He's now being held in the Manitowoc County Jail. The 35-year-old man was taken into custody without incident. Richard and Jocelyn Miller were found dead by gunshot wounds in their home the morning of September 9th of last year. Now, during the course of this 6-month investigation, police released a video of who they believe the suspect was. There you see it, as well as his vehicle, after which they received tips which led to Hess's arrest yesterday.
They were known associates. Hess was known to Richard, but he also knew who Jocelyn was as well. We hope that this arrest will bring some closure to this tragic incident.
Hess now faces 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide. He has a bail hearing scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. In other Wisconsin news tonight, Jake Patterson, the man accused of kidnapping Jamie Kloss, has pleaded guilty as part of a plea agreement. Patterson appeared in Barron County Court for his arraignment hearing this afternoon. Jake Patterson has pleaded guilty to 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide and 1 count of kidnapping without consent. One local restaurant owner talked about the impact this has left on Barron.
I've had people say, people I know well, who used to leave their door open, today they're locking it all the time. And cars, homes, it's had a, very honestly, a negative impact, but what's happened in larger metropolitan areas has transited into rural Wisconsin.
Patterson will appear at court again on May 24th, and that'll be at 1:30 for his sentencing. Keeping it local this evening, the U.S. Secretary of Education, Betsy DeVos, has come under fire for defending President Trump's budget proposal, which includes the elimination of federal funding for Special Olympics. Local 5's Aaron Taylor visited our local chapter of Special Olympics to learn more about the impact that organization has on area athletes.
It's not just going and doing sports.
In her 30 years with Special Olympics, Carla Lieb says she's seen participants grow beyond the field.
It just builds that confidence that they can do so much more. If I can run this 50-meter race, yeah, why can't I go and learn the bus system?
And it's not just the athletes who have grown through Special Olympics programming.
We're showing the communities that these individuals, yes, they have an intellectual disability. They might need a little help with certain things, but they are capable.
President Trump's proposed budget eliminates federal funding for Special Olympics.
We had to make some difficult decisions with this budget.
A decision Education Secretary Betsy DeVos defended in front of a congressional subcommittee, saying that the organization should be funded through philanthropy.
Special Olympics is an awesome organization, one that is well supported by the philanthropic sector as well.
Sure. According to a 2016 audit report, federal grants are the third largest source of revenue for Special Olympics nationally. Special Olympics Wisconsin reacted to the cuts in a statement that reads in part, "We ask federal, state, and local governments to join Special Olympics in remaining vigilant against any erosion of provisions that have made a substantial difference in the lives of people with intellectual disabilities."
When we first started with Special Olympics 50 years ago, it was just sports oriented. Now that's just a part of it. It's still the main focus, but there's so many other things that we also work with just to advance and be advocates for our athletes.
And nationally, the organization will continue to advocate, with plans to take to Capitol Hill to address the proposed budget cuts with lawmakers. In Green Bay, Aaron Taylor, Local 5 News.
Special Olympics serves 1,500 athletes here in Northeast Wisconsin. Brand new tonight at 10, a unique performance is going to be on display this weekend on the Lawrence University campus. Take a look at this. It's called Breathe, a multidisciplinary water opera. It'll be performed in and around the water at the pool in the school's wellness center. All the usual opera expectations will come along, such as singers, percussionists, trumpets, a cello, even a flute. The show will take place at 8 in the evening on Saturday and Sunday. Look at that. Admission is free, but reservations are required by calling the Lawrence University box office. Looks relaxing, doesn't it? All right, Military Avenue might look more artsy very soon, as the call to action was made to have the utility boxes wrapped in beautiful art. The story ahead. And tomorrow, the Brewers return to regular season action. The season opener, MLB season beginning. Sports has a preview later on.
And as expected, it felt a little more like spring today, with temperatures that were in the 50s and even a couple of 60s out to the west. And we're going to be looking for those mild temperatures to continue for tomorrow, but then we cool down a little bit. We'll tell you about that coming up next. Stay with us.
You're watching Local 5 News with Tom Zalaski and Aaron Davison.